Sairam students, welcome to the first session of chapter 18, that is sound, production of sound. So children, give me some examples from which sound is produced. Yes, so sound is produced when you clap with your both the hands together, right? You hear the sound. Then whenever you play a musical instrument, that time also you can hear the sound. Then when the mobile is ringing and you keep your palm on that phone, you can hear the vibration on the palm, right? You can feel the vibration on the palm. Then whenever a metal instrument it is fallen down, or a metal vessel it is fallen down, when it falls down you hear a sound, right? Then children, when you take the cap of a pen and you whistle at the with by taking that cap, right, of the pen, you will hear a sound. Then during Diwali, when you burst firecrackers, right, that time you hear the sound, right? So whenever there is thunderstorm or lightning thundering in the sky, that time you hear the sound. And whenever you keep your hand on the speaker, right, you can hear the vibration of the production of the sound. So these are the various examples, children, by which you can hear the sound or the vibration you can feel, right? So the sound, it is generated due to a variety of events, right? By different instruments you can hear the sound, right? Or in some examples, sound was generated due to the vibration of an object, right? So sound, it is generated only because of the vibration, as we took the example of the mobile, right? So there was vibration of the object, right? So then example of the bell, the strings or the diaphragm of a musical instrument. Now children, diaphragm means on the upper part of the tabla, that is called as the diaphragm. The strings of the musical instrument, like which is present in the tanpura, right? So sound, it is generated because of the variety of events, right, by variety of instruments. And sound is generated because of the vibration of the object. So examples are like bell, the string, or the diaphragm of the musical instrument. In some examples, like bursting a cracker, clapping, a lightning strike, vibrations are not actually felt. However, vibrations are produced in those cases as well, right? So children, as we took the examples of bursting the cracker during the Diwali, or when you clap also your hands whenever there is lightning strike, so that time you cannot feel the vibrations, you can hear only the sound, but that time also vibrations are produced, but we cannot see those vibrations, right? So children, whenever we are bursting cracker during Diwali, or we are clapping with our hands, or there is lightning in the sky, right, so that time we cannot see the vibrations, right? We cannot feel that vibrations, we only hear the sound. But in those cases also vibration occurs, right, but we cannot see it. Here you can see, children, the picture wherein these the tuning of the instruments is being done, right? So you can see here, children, this is the upper part of the tabla, this is called as your diaphragm. So what is the person doing? He is hammering the diaphragm or the pegs. Pegs means these are your pegs, right? So he is hammering the pegs, right, so that the so that he can adjust the tension which is there in the diaphragm. Tension means that necessary note which is required, a higher pitch or a lower pitch. Similarly, if you can see here, this is your tanpura. So in tanpura, the strings which are there, that also before playing the instrument, that you have to see whether that necessary note is produced or not, whether higher pitch you require or the lower pitch you require, right? And this is the harmonium. In the harmonium also, the lady, she is using her fingers and she is trying to play with the keys, right? So that necessary pitch is produced while she is playing the harmonium, right? So all these instruments, before playing, the tuning has to be done to a lower pitch or to a higher pitch. Now children, in our Indian music, this is sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, right? So this is there, right? So for this, what is required? You can see the pitch goes on higher note, right? So for this musical note, the pitch goes on increasing. So this pitch, it is measured in terms of frequency, right? So the frequency is the measure of the pitch, right student? So before playing any musical instrument, we have to find out the necessary note is produced or not, right, to the higher pitch or to the lower pitch. So that you get that proper note whenever you play the instrument. So as I told you about the musical note, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, it goes to a higher pitch, right? And this frequency is the measure of the pitch. So children, you might have seen a lake where the water is calm. When you throw a stone into it, what happens? Waves are generated, and these waves, they reach to the banks of the lake, that is to the other end of the lake, right? So vibrations, they reach our ears through the air in a similar way, and the sound is heard. So vibrations also, like these waves, it reaches our ears, right? And by which medium? Through the medium of air, and we can hear the sound. When the string of a musical instrument such as tanpura is plucked, the string can be seen to vibrate, but the two ends of the vibrating string are still, right? Now when tanpura, it is plucked, that means when you, with your hand, you make a noise with the on the string. So what will you sing? The string will vibrate, right, at that particular point. But if you see, the two ends of the string, that will remain in the still position, right? There will be no movement over there, right? So children, whenever we put any stone or we throw any stone in the calm water of the lake, what will you see? You will see that waves are generated, and these waves, they will reach till the banks of the lake, right? That is the other end of the lake. Now the vibrations also, in the same way, it reaches our ears through the medium of air, and in this way sound is heard, right? Now whenever you pluck the tanpura, the string of the musical instrument, that is tanpura, what we do, you see, there will be vibration, right? You can see the string is vibrating, but the two ends of the string, that is the one end and the other end, you will see that are in the still position. It is in the calm position. So children, as the string vibrates, what happens? The string, it moves from one side of the central position and it comes back to the central position, right? So this motion of the string, it is repeated again and again at fixed intervals of time, and such motion is called as periodic motion. Now sound, it is generated by the rhythmic vibration of an object. So as I told you children, when the string, it vibrates, what it happens? It moves only to one side of the central position, moves only to one side from the central position, and then it comes back again to that central position. So this motion, it is repeated again and again at a particular interval of time, right? And such motion is called as periodic motion. So children, you can take the example of a pendulum also. So pendulum also, it is repeating again and again at fixed interval of time. Same way, this vibration of the string also, it is a same example of the periodic motion. We can hear the sound as long as the object vibrates, but when we touch the vibrating object with our hand, the vibrations stop and we no longer hear the sound. Sometimes we can see the vibrations, but sometimes vibrations are so minute that we cannot see them with our eyes, right? So the sound which we hear, that will be heard only till we can hear that sound till there is vibration in that object. Okay, so once we touch that object with our hand, what will happen? The vibration will stop, and then you cannot hear the sound. These vibrations, children, we can see sometimes, right? Like we can feel it, right? And but when some vibrations, they are so minute, so that's the reason we cannot see them with our eyes. Now, what is oscillator, oscillation, and oscillatory motion? Now, vibrations that produce sound can be studied with the help of a simple oscillators, right? So, sound which is produced because of the vibrations, right, that you can study with the help of oscillators. Now, children, you might have seen children playing the swing in the garden, right? So, have you ever observed what type of motion it has got? It has got a oscillatory motion, right? So whenever you go to a swing which is at rest in a garden, you mark its position on the ground below it, right? So you can call this mark as the central position of the swing, right? So whenever you go in a garden, children, you can see a swing and you can mark the position of the swing when it is at rest position, right? So you can call this mark as the central position of the swing. Now you pull the swing to one side and then let it go, right? Observe how it swings. The swing will be seen to cross the central position again and again as it moves from one end to the other of its swing. So now when you pull the swing, right, to one side, then what it will do? It will go front, it will go behind, it will go front, it will go behind, right? So it will be crossing that central position which you have marked. So you can see, children, what will happen? The swing, when it comes to the front part, that time it will cross the central position and it will come in the front. Again it will cross the central position and go to the back end, right? So this, it will keep on moving from one end to the other end. A swing that moves back and forth like this is an oscillator. Now when the swing, it moves from one end to the other end and returns to its starting point, it is said to have completed one oscillation. The back and the forth motion of an oscillator on either side of the central position is called as oscillatory motion. So children, as I told you, the swing which comes forth and means it comes to the front and it again goes to the back, that is like an oscillator, right? So as I told you, this is the example of oscillatory motion. So what happens when the swing, it comes from one end and moves back to the other end, right? So it is it has completed one oscillation, right? So this back and forth motion which is going on of the oscillator on either side, the front side also and the back side also, passing through the central position, that is called as oscillatory motion, right children? So children, we will stop here only. So let's recap what we have learnt in today's session. So in today's session, children, we took some examples of how sound is produced, right? We took the examples of clapping with the hands, the metal utensil when it falls down, then when you take the cap of a pen and you whistle. So various examples were taken of from which sound was produced, right? Now this sound, it is produced because of the vibration. Now some vibrations, children, we can see, and some vibrations, they are so minute that we cannot see by our eyes, but we can feel them also. Like I took the example of the mobile phone, right? When you keep the palm on the mobile phone which is ringing, you can feel the vibration which is going on, right? So children, then we saw about the tuning of the musical instruments. So every musical instrument has to be tuned for getting the correct notes, right? From the higher pitch to the lower pitch. So our musical note, Indian musical note, sa re ga ma pa dha ni, right? So this goes to an increasing pitch, right? So frequency is used to measure the pitch. Okay children, then we saw, children, that in the tanpura, when the tanpura is plucked, what happens? The string, it will, you will see that both the ends of the string, it will remain in the still position, right? But the string, it will move from one end and it will come back to the central position. Like this, it will continue going and coming, and that is called as the periodic motion, right? At fixed interval of time, it will come back to its central position, go back, and again come back to the central position. So that is an example of periodic motion. Then children, we saw that about the oscillatory motion. So we took the example of a swing, right? So what happens in the swing? We can mark the central position when the swing is at rest, and when you let the swing to go, what will happen? It will come front, go back to the central position, go back again come back to the central position, again it will come in the front end. So like this, it will the back and forth motion of an oscillator on either side, which happens, that is called as the oscillatory motion. And when it comes from one end to the other end and it returns back to its starting point, it is said to complete one oscillation. So children, in the next session we'll see more information about the sound. Till then, goodbye.